Welcome back to Munro Live, everyone. I'm here with Jack Dombovsky. I'm Cory Steuben. We're here to take the RAV4 for a ride and drive. Now, this is our 6th or 7th press vehicle that we received from an OEM, and we want to take them through the exact same experience. So we're gonna hop on the freeway to try and test out the lane keep assist, and if we can, we'll try and do the plug and charging experience. So we're gonna hop on in and get going. All right, Jack, but before we even get going, I'm going to tell you about a few things I like, because I know you're a RAV4 owner, and a few things I don't like. The first thing I like is the stitching here and the use of soft touch on the doors and even on the lower portions. I know that a lot of other OEMs, this will be soft, but it doesn't have quite the feeling. Very, very nice. A few things I don't like are there's a set of buttons down here that I can't see unless I scoot all the way over. Now, we may have to get some B-roll because Eric can't even see these. But these are your automatic headlights, a wiper, a heated wiper thing, a view, heated steering wheel, AC 120, and then the trunk pop. I didn't even notice the heated steering wheel button was here until like the third or fourth time I drove it. You can't even see it. And Sandy Monroe complained about buttons down here are very difficult to see. Now, I know they're infrequently used, but that kind of drove me crazy. Another thing I do like is the HMI. So a company like Toyota has refined the human-machine interface of all the buttons. This was very intuitive to me to adjust the volume and seek, and also the power button right here is out of the way, but it's in a place that most power buttons are. So we're going to go ahead and get going here. The resolution on this screen is, I think we mentioned this before, is below what I'm used to, and you can really tell when you put it in reverse. You can see how pixelated the lines are here. Can you zoom in?
Wow, yeah, that's really bad.
Now, I do like the surround view, but
it looks like, yeah, they put a lot of money and effort into the surround view just for it to look, like it's very low resolution and pixelated.
Now, this RAV4 is completely charged up, so there is a battery indicator. It is not a range in miles, it's by percentage. So right now it's just under 100%. But I noticed driving this to and from my house that the gasoline engine never even kicks on until the battery drops below 25%. So this is not like a mild hybrid or an HEV, anything where the engine's running often. When you drive around, it's essentially an electric vehicle. So you have the electric motors, I believe there's two in the transmission, one that serves as a generator and one that serves as a traction motor, and then you have a P4 in the rear that drives the rear axle. But combined, it has a decent amount of power, even with the gasoline engine off. So, Jack, tell me a little bit about your RAV4 and how this one is better.
Yeah, I mean, mine's an 05, so obviously the styling's a bit older. It's I have the L package on mine, so I have the speaker system as well. I know this one has a JBL speaker system. I don't have a screen up here, and then no heated features, no heated seats, steering wheel, anything like that. I know those buttons, I don't have any of those on mine. The buttons on the bottom left there, that's under that kind of like cargo slot. But yeah, I wasn't a big fan of those as well. That's something that you can't really see as a driver, so you're really having to reach over and select what you want on there.
One odd thing that I noticed about this vehicle is the heads-up display is almost out of my view. And what I mean is, if I sit up in the seat, I can't actually see the heads-up display. I have to duck down. I'm not tall. I am 5'10", barely. So if anything, I'm average height in the United States. So the fact that I have the seat height raised and I'm cutting off the tops of the heads-up display, it's kind of a bad if I drop my seat down, now it's more like a car and I can see it. But it's still very low in the road. I wish it was out further, because when you're driving on the freeway, I want it to be out further where I'm looking, because when you drive, you're not looking down, you're looking out. I want to be looking, I want the heads-up display to be out where that Kia is up there, not down. So I don't like the position of the heads-up display, as weird as that sounds. It is nice because I can see my speed right now, whether I'm in eco mode, and it does have the lane keep assist bars, so I have my turn signal on, and it changes from a solid to a non-solid line. And but I don't like sitting this low. I'm actually raising my seat back up to the position that I like. Another peculiarity, I won't say this is a negative or a positive, is this has a huge sunroof. It's massive. It's dual pane, I think. But there's this very large crossbar that's black, and I see it out of my peripheral. So even though I'm driving forward, it's like there's a bird or something up in the sky, and I continue to see it out of my peripheral, this bar. And I know they can probably be adjusted fore aft and whatnot, but I don't like it. And I guess you could probably close the shade, which I'm doing right now, so I can eliminate that annoyance. I never thought I'd be annoyed by something outside the sunroof, but there you go.
Yeah, they have both the bars up there along with the kind of safety roll bar in the middle, so that sunroof, there's just a lot of, congestion really right there.
So I'm going to activate the lane keep assist. So right now it says off, and now it's on. And I think it's just a warning system. I don't think it actually keeps it in the lane. Let's see. So as I drift, nope. It just warns me. I can't actually take my hands off the wheel. Maybe I didn't set it all the way. Let's see. It says ready. All right. Now, I think I might have needed the cruise on for it to work. Let's see. Yeah, it is staying. Okay. So now that I've activated the lane keep assist, my hands really aren't on the wheel, and it is staying in the lane. So this isn't too bad. So I have adaptive cruise set at 77, plus it's holding the lane. It hasn't warned me yet. There it warned me, so about 10 seconds. But as for adaptive cruise and lane keep assist, this matches what I expect with a $50,000 car. That's actually pretty nice. I just drove all the way back to Nebraska for a football game in a Chrysler minivan. Great minivan, but it didn't have any lane keep assist or active cruise. And you mentally have to work the whole time driving. This kind of, you can take your eyes off the road a little, just like the Tesla. This is a Tesla equivalent for what they call their autopilot, not full self-driving. It's doing a pretty good job. See, I'm not even, I'll just tell it I'm here.
Yeah.
I like it.
I definitely notice a sound difference on the inside between my car and this. It's a lot quieter in here than it is in my car. There is still a little bit of wind noise, and I think that's probably from the roof racks, but besides that, it's decently quiet.
Now when I change lanes, just back there, turn the turn signal on, it deactivated the lane keep assist just to the right, and I was able to change lanes, but it didn't reactivate until I turned the turn signal off. Now they do have the ability to have turn signal be a light press versus a full press, and when I do the light press, it turned off and turned back on, but I did the full press, and I had to do a full click off to get the lane follow to start again. I do like the visual of the lane follow, the lane keep assist, because I can see it out in the heads-up display, and it shows blue on the outside of the lines and then blue forward. It's the same. It's the same diagram here in the center of the cluster as well. The following distance is reasonable. Sometimes these adaptive cruise can be either too close or too far away. I'm assuming you can probably set that, your comfort level there.
Yeah, one thing I'm interested in is this map here and their GPS system. I think they have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto disabled just on this vehicle here. I know it usually comes with it, but coming from the OEM, I think it was just disabled. So I'm interested to see how their normal just navigation system works and kind of how well that works.
Well, you can do that right now. We can put in an address to go back to Munro Associates.
Sure. Let me see.
I got it.
There should be a voice one, right?
Before you start, consider viewing the available video tutorials or voice training functionality. Select the Do Not Tell.
Give me directions to 1140 Center Road.
Say address, point of interest, preset, or previous.
Address.
Say the full address, including the state or province.
1140 Center Road, Auburn Hills, Michigan. 48.
Wow, it really doesn't give you a lot of time to speak between
Here is
pauses.
the address.
Go.
Starting guidance.
Wasn't too bad for voice address, a voice system.
Please proceed to the highlighted route, then the route guidance will start.
So here, I'm ready to do this 60 to 80 pull. You ready?
Proceed on the current freeway.
We go 50 to, look, I'm flooring it. I swear to gosh, I am literally flooring it. That took like 6 seconds to go from 60 to 69.
Yeah,
I am not kidding. That was all the way down. I mean, I'm hoping you were recording that. It just didn't respond.
That was really slow, yeah. Now this is the second fastest car that Toyota currently produces with the 300 plus horsepower. It's the only one besides the high-level Supra.
And then keep right.
Does it feel very fast to you?
Yeah, I was going to say, the Supra is the only faster car.
Right, yeah.
You're telling me
in current production.
An Avalon isn't faster? No?
No, this is the fastest 0 to 60 time, with 300 plus horsepower. That's one of the advertising kind of things that they try and push. It's what I've been hearing a lot. So
keep right.
Every time you hear the RAV4 Prime, it's usually the second fastest vehicle in production following it.
Yeah, I mean, welcome to the 21st century, Toyota. I mean,
yeah.
Oh, so the navigation is
4/10 of a mile, left turn onto North Updike Road.
The navigation is in the heads-up display, which is kind of nice.
Now, something that I hear is right off the launch, if you give it a bit of power and really trying to use that acceleration, there's a little bit of tire squeal. And I know here that was a little lower, but you could still hear a tiny bit. But common complaint is that the tires, especially on launch and on ramps and stuff, will squeal, and the oversteer on off ramps, if you're going too fast, you might have a sliding issue. And one of the comments that I saw before on that video was that the RAV4 Prime did fail the Moose test. And for those that might be unfamiliar, what the Moose test is it's it's basically a curve test. So imagine there was a moose in front of you and you had to swerve out of the way and swerve back into your lane. It's a very tight kind of turn, and
Didn't do well.
that almost 60, I think it's in kilometers for them, but 60 kilometers, it failed miserably. It had a heavy oversteer, and that was one of the main issues that it faced. And I know that I believe the Tacoma almost flipped when it tried to do it. But this, you're going to see the back wheels kind of slide out a little bit. And if you look at that video there, it's compared to, I think they compared it to a Nissan and something else. And both of those did better on that test.
Yeah. Well, Jack, thanks for riding along. I know you didn't drive. That had to do with, the insurance rules about these rentals that we get. But next vehicle we get, maybe we'll add you on so you can drive it. Well, thanks everybody for watching. I know that we've been getting a load of these vehicles, the RAV4, the Nero, the Kona. But our team is doing the best we can, asking for the coolest cars. So I think in the next year and a half, you may start to see our R1T, our Cybertruck, our Plaid in the near future. And we'll be able to compare and contrast back to these more run-of-the-mill vehicles. But for a $50,000 Toyota, I think this is a really high-quality, nice vehicle with nice features. A couple odd things I don't like the resolution of the screen. But other than that, this will hold its value really well. And